She used to light up when you walked into the room. Now, she barely notices when you leave. The ache in your chest is real, and the question burning in your mind is clear. How do you make her miss you again? The answer might surprise you. It is not about grand gestures or clever tricks. It is about becoming the man she cannot help but miss. In relationships, we often make the mistake of thinking that constant presence is the key to staying in someone's thoughts. We believe that if we are always there, always available, always reaching out, we will remain at the forefront of their mind. But the truth is quite the opposite. Human nature is such that we often take for granted what is always available to us. We fail to appreciate what is constantly present. This is where the power of absence comes into play. When you create space, when you step back, you give her the opportunity to feel your absence. It is in this absence that she can truly appreciate what you bring to her life. It is the empty space you leave behind that makes her realize your value. But this is not about playing games or manipulating emotions. It is about understanding human psychology and using it to create a healthier, more balanced dynamic in your relationship. It is about becoming someone worth missing, not just someone who is missed because they have made themselves scarce. The power of absence works because it triggers several psychological responses. First, it activates the scarcity principle. When something becomes less available, we tend to value it more. Second, it allows for reflection. In your absence, she has the space to think about you, to remember the good times, to realize what she might be losing. Finally, it creates curiosity. She starts to wonder what you are doing, who you are with, how you are spending your time. But for absence to be truly powerful, it must be coupled with personal growth and positive change. Simply disappearing is not enough. You must use this time apart to become a better version of yourself. This is where many men go wrong. They create distance but do nothing to improve themselves in the meantime. The result is that when they reappear, nothing has changed, and the cycle of being taken for granted begins again. So, as we delve deeper into how to make her miss you like crazy, remember this fundamental truth. The power of absence is not just about being gone. It is about who you become in the meantime. It is about creating a version of yourself that she cannot help but miss when you are not around. In the following sections, we will explore how to harness this power of absence effectively, and how to couple it with personal growth to become truly irresistible. Are you ready to learn how to make her miss you in a way that is genuine, healthy, and lasting? Then let us move on to understanding why you might be feeling stuck right now and how to break free from that cycle. Right now, you might be feeling lost, confused, and perhaps a little desperate. These emotions are pushing you to chase her, to constantly reach out, to try and force her to notice you. But here is the hard truth. This approach is likely pushing her further away. The chase is a natural instinct when we feel we are losing someone we care about. It is rooted in our fear of loss and our desire to control the situation. We believe that if we just try hard enough, if we show her how much we care, she will come back to us. But this approach often backfires, and understanding why is crucial to changing your strategy. When you chase someone who is pulling away, you send several unintended messages. First, you communicate that you do not respect their need for space. This can make them feel suffocated and push them further away. Second, you show that you value them more than you value yourself. While this might seem romantic, it actually lowers your attractiveness in their eyes. Finally, you demonstrate a lack of confidence in your own worth, suggesting that you do not believe you are desirable without constant effort. The chase also creates an unhealthy dynamic where one person holds all the power. When you are constantly pursuing, you put her on a pedestal. You make her the prize to be won rather than an equal partner in a balanced relationship. This imbalance is not only unattractive, but it is also unsustainable in the long term. Moreover, the chase often stems from a place of insecurity and neediness. These are not attractive qualities in any person, regardless of gender. When your actions are driven by fear of loss rather than genuine care and respect, it shows. And it can be a major turnoff. The real problem is not that she is not missing you. The real problem is that you have forgotten your own value. You have become so focused on her that you have lost sight of who you are without her. This is why you feel stuck. You have tied your self-worth to her attention and approval, and in doing so, you have lost the very qualities that likely attracted her to you in the first place. But there is good news. This realization, painful as it might be, is the first step towards change. Recognizing that the chase is misguided opens the door to a new approach, an approach that not only has the potential to make her miss you, but also to make you a stronger, more confident, and more attractive person overall. In the next sections, we will explore how to shift your focus from chasing her to improving yourself. We will look at how to create the kind of life that naturally draws people towards you, rather than one where you are constantly pursuing others. This shift is not just about making her miss you. It is about becoming the kind of man who is missed by everyone when he is not around. Are you ready to stop the chase and start leading your own life? Are you prepared to become the kind of man she cannot help but miss? Then let us move on to the first step in this transformative process, embracing the power of distance. The first step in making her miss you is counterintuitive. You need to create distance. This does not mean cutting her off completely, but rather giving her space to feel your absence. When you are constantly available, constantly reaching out, you become like background noise, easy to tune out and take for granted. Creating distance is a delicate balance. It is not about playing games or trying to manipulate her emotions. It is about giving both of you space to reflect and grow. When you step back, you create a void in her life, a void that only you can fill. This void is what will make her start to miss you. But how do you create this distance without seeming cold or uncaring? The key is to do it gradually and naturally. Start by reducing the frequency of your communication. If you used to text her multiple times a day, cut it down to once a day or every other day. If you used to call her every evening, switch to every few days. The goal is not to disappear completely, but to make your presence less constant and therefore more noticeable when it occurs. As you create this distance, it is crucial to maintain a positive tone in your interactions. When you do communicate, be upbeat and engaging. Share interesting things about your day or ask about hers. The quality of your interactions should increase even as the quantity decreases. This way, she will associate hearing from you with positive feelings, making her look forward to your next contact. This distance also gives you the opportunity to focus on yourself. Use this time to reconnect with friends, pursue hobbies, or work on personal goals. As you build a life outside of her, you become more interesting and more attractive. You will have new experiences to share, new stories to tell. This not only makes you more appealing to her, but also helps you maintain a sense of identity outside of the relationship. Remember, absence makes the heart grow fonder, but only if that absence is filled with personal growth and positive change. If you simply withdraw without working on yourself, you risk becoming less attractive rather than more so. The goal is not just to be missed, but to be missed for the right reasons. Creating distance can be challenging, especially if you are used to constant contact. You might feel anxious or worried that she will forget about you, but trust in the process. Give her the chance to reach out to you. Allow her to wonder what you are up to. Let her feel the emptiness that your constant presence used to fill. As you embrace this power of distance, you will likely notice changes not just in her behavior, but in your own mindset as well. You will start to feel more independent, more confident in your own worth. You will realize that your happiness does not depend on constant contact with her. This realization is powerful, and it sets the stage for the next crucial step in making her miss you like crazy, becoming the best version of yourself. While distance creates the space for her to miss you, becoming the best version of yourself gives her a reason to miss you. This step is about personal growth and self-improvement. It is about becoming the kind of man who adds value to the lives of those around him, the kind of man who is missed not just for his presence, but for what he brings to every interaction. Start by setting goals for yourself. These could be fitness goals, career aspirations, or personal development objectives. The key is to focus on areas of your life that you have been neglecting or have always wanted to improve. Maybe you have always wanted to learn a new language, or perhaps you have been putting off that promotion at work. Now is the time to pursue these goals with vigor. As you work towards these goals, you will naturally become more confident and self-assured. This newfound confidence is incredibly attractive. It shows that you are capable of growth and that you value yourself enough to invest in your own improvement. It also makes you more interesting, giving you new experiences and knowledge to share. But becoming the best version of yourself is not just about external achievements. It is also about internal growth. Work on developing positive traits like empathy, kindness, and emotional intelligence. These qualities make you not only a better potential partner, but also a better human being overall. One powerful way to become your best self is to cultivate a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for learning and growth rather than as obstacles. When you approach life with a growth mindset, you become more resilient, more adaptable, and more open to new experiences. These qualities are incredibly attractive and will make her miss your positive energy when you are not around. As you focus on self-improvement, you will likely find that your priorities shift. You may discover new passions or rediscover old ones that you had forgotten. This process of self-discovery is exciting, and it makes you more dynamic and interesting. It gives you a sense of purpose beyond the relationship, which is crucial for maintaining a healthy balance. Moreover, as you become a better version of yourself, you create curiosity. She will start to wonder what has changed, what is different about you. This curiosity can be a powerful force in making her miss you and want to be part of your life again. She will see your growth and want to know more about it, to be a part of it. Remember, the goal here is not to change who you are at your core. It is about becoming the best possible version of yourself. It is about fulfilling your potential and living a life that excites and inspires you. When you do this, you naturally become someone worth missing. But becoming the best version of yourself is not just about personal achievements and growth. It is also about how you handle your emotions and interact with others. This brings us to our next crucial step, mastering your emotions. One of the most attractive qualities in a man is emotional stability. When you can manage your own emotions effectively, you become a source of strength and stability for others. This is especially important when you are trying to make someone miss you. Emotional mastery does not mean suppressing your feelings or becoming cold and detached. Instead, it is about understanding your emotions, expressing them in healthy ways, and not letting them control your actions. It is about responding to situations thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Start by working on your emotional intelligence. This involves several key skills. First, learn to recognize and name your emotions. Many men struggle with this, having been taught to suppress their feelings. But being able to identify what you are feeling is the first step in managing those emotions effectively. Next, practice self-regulation. This means being able to control your impulses and manage your reactions. When you feel angry or hurt, take a moment to breathe and think before you act. This pause can prevent you from saying or doing things you might later regret. Developing empathy is another crucial aspect of emotional mastery. Try to see situations from her perspective. Understanding her feelings, even when they differ from your own, will make you a better communicator and a more compassionate person overall. As you work on these skills, you will find that you are better able to handle the ups and downs of relationships. You will be less likely to overreact to small issues or to let your emotions drive you into the misguided chase we discussed earlier. This emotional stability will serve you well in all areas of your life, but it is particularly powerful in relationships. When you can remain calm and composed, even in challenging situations, you become someone she can rely on, someone she will miss when he is not around. And your emotional strength becomes a safe harbor in the storms of life. Moreover, emotional mastery allows you to create deeper, more meaningful connections. When you are in touch with your own emotions and can express them healthily, you invite others to do the same. This creates a level of intimacy and understanding that is truly missed when absent. Remember, the goal is not to become emotionally detached or cold. It is about being in control of your emotions, rather than letting them control you. This balance of emotional depth and stability is incredibly attractive and will make her miss your presence in her life. But mastering your emotions is just part of the equation. To truly become someone she will miss like crazy, you need to add value to her life, which brings us to our next step. To make her miss you, you need to be someone worth missing. This means adding value to her life in ways that are unique to you. When you consistently enhance her life experience, your absence becomes noticeable and impactful. Think about what you bring to the table that no one else can. Perhaps you have a great sense of humor that always lifts her spirits. Maybe you are an excellent listener who makes her feel heard and understood. Or perhaps you challenge her to grow and see things from new perspectives. These unique qualities are what will make her miss you when you are not around. Adding value does not mean grand gestures or expensive gifts. It is about the small, consistent ways you improve her day-to-day life. It could be as simple as sending her an article you know she would find interesting, or remembering small details about her life and following up on them. These thoughtful actions show that you pay attention and care about her well-being. One powerful way to add value is to be a source of positivity and growth in her life. Encourage her dreams and support her goals. Be her cheerleader when she succeeds and her support system when she faces challenges. When you consistently uplift and inspire her, she will miss this positive influence when you are not around. Another aspect of adding value is being reliable and trustworthy. When you say you will do something, follow through. Be someone she can count on. This reliability creates a sense of security that she will miss in your absence. It is also important to challenge her in positive ways. Engage her in stimulating conversations. Share your knowledge and experiences. Introduce her to new ideas or activities. When you expand her world, you become an invaluable part of it. However, adding value does not mean bending over backwards to please her or sacrificing your own needs. It means being authentically you and sharing the best parts of yourself with her. It is about creating a mutually beneficial dynamic where both of you enhance each other's lives. Remember, the goal is not just to make her miss you in the moment, but to create lasting positive associations with you in her mind. When you consistently add value to her life, she will naturally miss your presence when you are not around. As you focus on adding value, you will likely find that it enhances your own life as well. The act of positively impacting others can boost your self-esteem and give you a sense of purpose. It can make you more aware of your own strengths and the unique contributions you can make to the world. However, adding value is not enough on its own. To truly make her miss you like crazy, you need to create a sense of mystery and intrigue, which leads us to our next step. Human beings are naturally curious creatures. We are drawn to what we do not fully understand or possess. By maintaining an air of mystery, you keep her intrigued and thinking about you. This does not mean being secretive or playing mind games. It simply means not revealing everything about yourself all at once. Mystery creates a sense of anticipation and excitement. It keeps things interesting and prevents the relationship from becoming predictable or stale. When there is always something new to discover about you, she will look forward to your interactions and miss you when you are not around. One effective way to maintain mystery is to focus on your own interests and passions. Pursue hobbies and activities that she is not part of. This not only makes you more interesting, but also gives you things to talk about when you do interact. It creates a sense that there is always more to learn about you, which will keep her curious and engaged. Another aspect of mystery is unpredictability. In a positive way, surprise her occasionally with thoughtful gestures or new experiences. This keeps her on her toes and looking forward to what you might do next. It could be as simple as suggesting a spontaneous adventure or sharing an unexpected insight about yourself. Maintaining mystery also involves being selective about what you share and when you share it. As you implement these steps, embracing distance, becoming your best self, mastering your emotions, adding value, and maintaining mystery, something magical happens. You start to notice a shift, not just in how she responds to you, but in how you feel about yourself. This transformation does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process, but there will come a moment when you realize that everything has changed. You will find that you are no longer desperately trying to make her miss you. Instead, you have become someone who naturally draws others towards you. Your confidence will be palpable. You will carry yourself differently, speak with more assurance, and approach life with a newfound sense of purpose. This change in your demeanor will be noticeable to everyone around you, including her. You will start to see signs that she is missing you. She might reach out more frequently, ask about your day, or show more interest in your life. She might mention things you used to do together or express curiosity about your new activities and interests. But here is the beautiful irony. When you reach this point, you may find that you are at peace whether she misses you or not, because you have built a life that is fulfilling and meaningful on its own terms. You are no longer dependent on her attention or approval for your happiness. This is the moment when you truly become irresistible, not because you are trying to be, but because you have become a genuine, authentic, and self-assured individual. You are no longer trying to be what you think others want you to be. Instead, you are confidently being yourself, and that is incredibly attractive. In this moment, you will realize that the journey you embarked on to make her miss you has led you to something far more valuable: self-discovery and personal growth. You have become a man who is not only missed when he is absent, but valued and appreciated when he is present. This shift in your mindset and way of being will affect all areas of your life. You may find that your relationships with friends and family improve. Your career might take off in new and exciting directions. Opportunities that you never considered before might suddenly become available to you. And as for her, she will likely be drawn to this new version of you. The distance you created will make her curious. Your personal growth will impress her. Your emotional mastery will make her feel safe. The value you add to her life will become more apparent in your absence, and the air of mystery you maintain will keep her intrigued. But remember, the goal was never just to make her miss you. It was to become the best version of yourself, and in this moment, when everything changes, you will realize that you have achieved just that. As we conclude this journey, it is important to remember that this is not the end, but rather a new beginning. The transformation you have undergone, from a man desperately trying to make someone miss him to a confident, purposeful individual, is just the start of a lifelong journey of growth and self-improvement. Your new chapter starts today, right now, in this very moment. It starts with a choice to commit to yourself, to your growth, and to creating a life that you love. It starts with the understanding that while relationships can add joy and depth to our lives, they should not be the sole source of our happiness or self-worth. Moving forward, continue to invest in yourself. Keep pursuing your passions, setting new goals, and pushing yourself to grow. Maintain the habits and mindset shifts you have developed throughout this journey. Remember that becoming the best version of yourself is an ongoing process, not a destination. In your relationships, whether with her or with new people who come into your life, approach them from a place of self-assurance and authenticity. Share your life with others because you want to, not because you need to. Look for partners who complement your life and support your growth, rather than those who complete you or fill a void. If she does come back, wanting to be a part of your life again, take the time to evaluate whether rekindling the relationship aligns with your new self and your goals. Do not rush back into something simply because it is familiar or because it was once what you wanted. Ensure that any relationship you choose to be in adds value to your life and supports your continued growth. Remember, the goal was never just to make her miss you. The real goal was to become a man who does not need anyone to miss him, a man who is confident, purposeful, and fulfilled in his own right. You have become that man. Your story is still being written, and the pen is in your hand. Each day is an opportunity to add new, exciting chapters to your life. Embrace this opportunity. Live with purpose, love with authenticity, and continue to grow and evolve. Thank you for joining me on this journey of transformation. Remember, the best is yet to come. Your new chapter begins now. Embrace it with open arms and an open heart. As we conclude, I encourage you to take action. In the comments below, share one step you are committing to today to become the best version of yourself. Whether it is starting a new hobby, setting a personal goal, or working on your emotional intelligence, declare it publicly and take that first step. If you found value in this video, please like and subscribe for more content on personal growth and relationships. Remember, the most attractive quality is being comfortable and confident in your own skin. Now go out there and become the man you were always meant to be. Someone who is not just missed when he is gone, but cherished when he is present.